Okay guys, so with all the tools on the left hand side cam, making sure this tab's up, I set it to the proper torque specifications, and now I'm just going to remove the tools and put them on the right hand side and take care of that one. Okay guys, well, the left hand side is done. Took the tools off. I got to clean up for gaskets, but also I want to show you what I didn't show you before. Let me move the camera here. This is a special tool for the tensioner that has to come out. When this is all tight, you can remove this and put the real tensioner back in. Yep. So I guess this puts it at the proper tension, and because maybe they make this tool because someone would use an old tensioner, not get the proper tension, and the cams wouldn't be aligned properly. But I also put the tools on the right hand side already, and I'm going to get ready to do that right after I change this out. See, it has a different washer and plunger than the real one, so supposedly that's the proper tension right from the get-go. Now if you look at the new tensioner, it's got an oil hole, but it's not going to hold a lot. What happens is it's running, it blows it in, and if you want, you put it in a solo cup filled with oil, and you can do that. But if you squeeze them, and just inject some as it's going, just get some on it, put it on the plastic where it's going to hit. And this has a washer too, but it's not that thick copper washer. It's actually a lot thinner. Well, now we can install this. Just watch it if you have your front cover open, like I do. If you drop a bolt or something, right back into the oil pan and start all over again. But these have a torque down spec too. Like I said, check your manual. I've been coming across, I had some bad sprockets here. They're from a different VIN number motor, so you could end up with the wrong parts. And you could also end up with the wrong torque specs, so trying not to tell you what they are, because if you break your motor, you're going to come knocking at my door saying, hey, you told me the wrong torque specs. But believe me, I've been searching back and forth. I even had one that was wrong, like the strainer. The strainer said 89 foot-pounds in the book. You do that to that little bolt in aluminum, you're going to snap it. So it was 89 foot-inches. But these here are what we call pretty damn tight. Alright. So that's that tensioner. Now I got to put the tool, turn a little bit here. Actually got the tools all on and locked down on the right hand side. And remember, this is the bolt they talked about. That is that bolt there. Let me put the tensioning tool in first. This nut on the back of this cassette is the left hand thread. So this one was just in there snug. Put the tool in. Make sure your guide's straight. There we go, putting it on. get this on, then I can torque down the right hand cam. And here's the flat spot I was talking to you about. La, 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 la. Nice little Betsy, shut up. Now this is the flat spot on the cam I was telling you about. It's supposed to be facing up. Another thing I saw online. So I think I'm in the correct position. I never moved them when I took them apart, so. And I only broke the guides on one cassette, and the motor was still running. It was just running loud. I mean, some people have done this because the motor was cracked the timing chain and broke, but my chains didn't break or jump. I just lost the rear cassette. Alright, that's the tensioning tool. Now we have the same tool again here to do the tightening, except you don't want to righty-tighty, it's lefty-tighty. And like I said, this one was already loose. You can see this cam chain actually moving. And now we're going to lefty-tighty on this. I can't use my clicker torque wrench because they tend not to work in the opposite direction. So I'm going to use a dial one. And also, the pounds are less on the back one because it's rotating in that direction, so it's just going to over tighten itself anyways in time. So just check that out. Yep, that's the lower one. So now all the tools are in place. I just got to torque it down. Everything's tight, and to hold the cams. Like I said, this one is lefty-tighty.
Something from Arby's.
Just fucked up my video, man. Shit, I told her to shut up. I edited it out. Yeah, this one here is pretty sandwich. Something's right there.
You want like the cheddar one? Cheddar mount,
Whatever the little sandwich is. Gotta watch my girlish figure, you know. Maybe the small fry thing. Unless you get, well, whatever fries you get, I'll just take some. Okay. So I torqued it down, and now I'm just going to remove the tensioner, and then I'll remove all the tools. Put them back in their box, and that's it for the timing. I got to do a little cleanup. I'm probably going to post a vid before I put anything else together, but I still got to clean up here and pull the injectors out. I got all new O-rings, and clean them up a little bit, blow them off, and then I got to work on the front cover. But after that, I should be able to try to balance her back. I got to put her on the lift and put the flywheel on and everything, but I think I'm good to go here. But I'm probably going to post a video, and let the masters of the forum kind of check it out and see if I did it right, and then I'll close her up. This is the way I see it being done, so I'm not sure, but it makes sense to me. Some people overthink this, I guess. Didn't seem that bad. But it's been a while, it's been cold, I work outside. And that's all I need to say about that. See, the tensioner ain't as strong as the tool on. Taking a guess on the torques, it's about 30 something pounds. 30 something, look it up. But I don't have a big socket, so. But yeah, I do have a lot of cleaning here to do. But now it's just removing all the tools, and I think all the chains are done. And maybe I'll try to cover today before it gets too cold out. Hey, hope this helps someone out. Show a few clips later, but I'm going to take a break right now. Hey guys, update on the motor. Put the timing chain cover on, mounted it up to the oil pan. Remember to use a lot of RTV as much as you can. Don't want to make any mistakes. The thing I wanted to point out, I put this on and I forgot to videotape it, because there's a special tool for that too, like I removed it. But all I did was use that long bolt that I used to remove it, and used washers, and just do it in steps, and oil up the seal and oil up the shaft, and just use as many as you have to get started. I probably put about 6 of them on there and pushed it. Then I pulled the washers off, used this bolt to get it as far as it will go into the crank, and then a brand new harmonic bolt that I bought. I used that and I brought it right in with the impact, and then you torque it down and you're all set. This is the old one. You have to use a new one because of torque to yield. But okay, that's the end of the day. It's a little windy, it's getting cold, and I'm done for today. And this is Cruise Roy, and I'm out of here.